I'm writing this here because my mind won't stop replaying it over and over like the device itself. Maybe if I put it into words, it will lose some weight, or maybe it will crush me completely. The day started like any other. I woke up at 7:12 a.m. though the alarm was set for 7:15. I always wake up before it rings. My wife Claire was already in the kitchen making coffee the way she always does, 2 scoops, a dash of cinnamon. She doesn't even drink it, it's just for me. "Morning," she said without looking at me. Her voice had this neutral tone like she was talking to a stranger at the bus stop. Not hostile, not warm, just nothing. I noticed it more and more lately, those small absences. A glance that didn't linger, a hug that was functional, not affectionate. But instead of asking, I did what I always do. I pulled the headset from the drawer, strapped it on, and said, "Replay last Tuesday, 8 p.m." And there she was, laughing at some dumb joke I'd made while chopping onions. Her eyes lit up in a way they don't anymore. I paused it, rewound, played it again. I watched the exact moment her smile widened frame by frame until I believed it. That's the problem with replay. You never know if you're remembering life or just re-experiencing a curated slice of it. At first, replay was just a novelty, a headset that records your sensory inputs, sight, sound, even taste. If you buy the premium add-on, you can revisit any moment perfectly preserved. No more fuzzy memories, no more he said, she said. Couples even used it to win arguments. But I used it differently. I used it to relive Claire. We'd been married 8 years. People said we were the stable couple, the ones who'd figured out balance. I thought so too. But then little fractures appeared, an unanswered text here, a canceled plan there, and instead of asking why, I kept going back to the moments when everything felt unshakable. One night I couldn't hold back anymore. "Claire," I said at dinner, "are we okay?" She blinked. "Why wouldn't we be?" "I don't know, you feel distant." She set her fork down calmly. "You've been different too, always with that headset. Sometimes I feel like you'd rather be with the me in there than the me sitting right here." Her words landed like a slap. I wanted to argue, but the truth was sharper than anything I could say. My throat closed up. "I miss us." She softened a little, then stopped hiding in the past. But later that night when she fell asleep, I replayed our honeymoon anyway. The twist came 2 weeks later. Claire suggested we visit her parents. I agreed, mostly because it had been years since we went together. The drive was quiet. She hummed softly to herself, and for a second I thought maybe things were shifting back. Her mother hugged her tightly at the door, but when her father saw me, he hesitated. "You still using that thing?" he asked, nodding toward my bag. I stiffened. "Sometimes." "Why?" "Because Claire told us." He stopped, looked at her. Her face paled. "Dad." "What?" I asked. She grabbed my hand, forced a smile. "Not now." But my chest burned. After dinner I cornered her outside. "What did you tell them?" She looked away. "That I don't trust it, that I don't trust you." The world tilted. "What the hell does that mean?" "I think you edit them." "Edit what?" "The replays, our moments. I think you cut pieces, splice them, make me look happier than I was, and then you believe them." I laughed, a harsh, ugly sound. "That's insane." "But was it?" Here's the thing no one talks about. Replay has unofficial software. Forums where people share mods. I had tried them once or twice, tiny adjustments. Brightened colors, smoothed audio, nothing major, just making things look as good as they felt in my head. But hearing Claire say it out loud made me sick. "I swear I didn't," I started, but then stopped, because lying would be worse. "Okay, maybe once, but not with you, with other stuff." Her eyes glistened. "I don't know what's real with you anymore." That night, while she slept in her old bedroom upstairs, I stayed in the guest room. I put the headset on. I queued up last month's dinner at home, spaghetti, wine, laughter. Except her smile looked too wide, the light seemed too warm, my fork clinked at the wrong time. I felt ice in my veins. I hadn't edited this one, or had I? The paranoia spread. At work, colleagues asked if I was okay. I couldn't answer, because suddenly I wasn't sure if the compliments they gave me had really been spoken the way I remembered, or if replay had polished them into kindness. When Claire touched my hand, I flinched, not because I didn't want it, but because I didn't know if it matched the dozens of touches I'd replayed before. She noticed, of course she noticed. One evening she confronted me. Delete them, she said flatly. What? All the recordings, our life, wipe them clean. My mouth went dry. Claire, no, they're all I have. You have me right here. Her voice cracked. I wanted to reach for her, but my body froze, because the thought of erasing her laugh, her smile, her every detail, it felt like killing a version of her I loved more than the one in front of me. I whispered, I can't. And that's when she walked out. 3 days, no texts, no calls. I sat in the dark, headset glued to my face. I binged our memories like a starving man devours scraps. At first they gave me comfort, then they began to rot. I noticed glitches, her hand twitching unnaturally, a word repeating, frames stuttering. Maybe they were software errors, or maybe my brain couldn't tell the difference anymore. One replay froze completely. I stared at her smiling face, unmoving like a wax doll. I tore the headset off and vomited. On the fourth day, she came back, or at least she stood in the doorway with a bag slung over her shoulder. I just came for my things, she said softly. Claire, wait please, I'll delete them. Her eyes searched mine, for a flicker of hope maybe. I grabbed the headset, opened the library, thousands of files, our life cataloged by date, sound, temperature. My finger hovered over erase all. And I couldn't. Instead, I looked up and whispered, just give me one more night with them. Her face hardened, she turned and left. It's been weeks now, I don't leave the apartment. The headset is my oxygen, my poison. Sometimes I wonder if Claire ever existed outside of it. Maybe I've already replaced every version of her with something cleaner, sharper, better. Maybe she's out there living free while I cradle ghosts. But here's the part that keeps me awake. Last night I queued up a replay I swear I never recorded. Claire sitting across from me whispering. Stop looking for me here, I'm gone. The file was dated tomorrow. Now I don't know if replay is glitching or if Claire somehow left a message inside it. Or maybe my own mind created it, splicing fear into memory. All I know is when I play it again, her lips move just a fraction earlier than the sound. A flaw, a stitch in the fabric. And I keep pressing repeat, waiting for it to line up.